Welcome everybody to a look at the first film in the Terror in the Fog, the Wallace Krimi at CCC box set from Eureka. So the first film is 1963's The Curse of the Yellow Snake. So this is directed by Franz Josef Gottlieb, who I've not seen anything else from before. It's a crime thriller clocking in at 100 minutes long. Stars Joachim Fuchsberger, who was also in What Have You Done to Solange, which was a German-Italian Giallo co-production, as well as Werner Peters, who was in 4 of the Dr. Mabuse films, a previous box set from Eureka, uh, which, yeah, I really rather enjoyed. And yeah, it was also in the film 36 Hours, which is also really rather good. So a Chinese cult bent on taking over the world uses an idol called the Golden Reptile that they believe can give them the power to achieve their goal. So golden reptile, basically the yellow snake. So this is hardly the most culturally sensitive film going, while the direction and pacing could definitely be stronger, but it does ultimately manage to be an engrossing effort. This is thanks to the good cast, an intriguing enough mystery element. The cinematography is on point. Some of the needlessly complex plot does ultimately still work. The character interactions are solid, the action scenes are decent, and the production is also reasonably well done. But yeah, it's not getting this box set off to the flying start that the Mabusa box set got off to, or the Strange Worlds sci-fi box set as well, also released by Eureka. So, and that's due to this only getting a 3 out of 5. So that's a little bit of a shame. I was hoping that this would be a lot better. I do really like the title, for instance. I always like those kind of titles that have an animal in them, just like Dario Argento's Animal Trilogy, for instance. But yeah, just not a great start, unfortunately. And I don't think I fully explained what the Wallace Krimi is, to be honest, when I unbox this box set in my unboxing video. So basically, Wallace was Edgar Wallace. He was a a writer, English writer, most prominent in the 1920s, I believe. And yeah, numerous of his films were made into films, either British films, silent or sound. But there were many films released in Germany that were based on his work, on his work. So yeah, there's quite frankly could come out of another box set of his, considering how many of films were based on his novels. So yeah, and there are a bunch of extras on this disc around this film. So yeah, but we also have a 2K restoration of the film, which means it's presented in 1080p HD presentation, and that the restoration was from the original film elements undertaken by CCC Films themselves. We also have optional English subtitles, newly revised for this release, as well as an optional English dub for this film. We've got a new introduction to the film by genre film expert and video watchdog founder Tim Lucas. A new audio commentary on the film by Kim Newman and Barry Forshaw. And yeah, there are other elements to this, but they're extras that are more about the broad scope of this box set, which we'll talk about probably when we come to the last film in this box set. But yeah, decent amount of extras there, and the film itself does look good. The 2K restoration certainly has done some work to it, because there's no real issues with the picture quality. The sound is pretty good as well, although I think it is only still in mono. So yeah, but I imagine that it was restored in some regard when restoring the film itself. So yeah, but like I said, unfortunately, it does not get the box set off to a flying start. The Strange Worlds and or Strange New Worlds even, and the Dr. Mabuse box set are both got off to a flying start with a 4 out of 5 film, whereas this is obviously only a 3 out of 5. So hopefully the box set does pick up with the next film at the very least. So yeah, but nonetheless, thank you for watching. If you have seen this film before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.